we are down to just 2 events to crown a champion in the 2021 Marble Champions League as we are back for event number 15. Well, again, friends, I'm Keanu Bittersky. Glad to have you here as we are really coming down to the final push for a championship. You see on the left side of your screen the overall standings. It's really mostly a 2-team race between Oris 1 and Flush. The Snow Wolves also within 14 points. 20 points back are the Savage Jackal in 4th. And the Steel Brothers have fallen all the way to 5th with 129 points. So really just a 2-team race as of right now. Lots of things can change. As we saw earlier in the season, it seemed as though it was almost inevitable that the Steel Brothers were going to win the championship. Even though they hadn't even won an event, they were so dominant early on, they have severely fallen off. And so we're down to Oris 1 and Flush as the 2 main competitors as we get ready for today's event. Look at the trophy they'll compete for today, one step closer to a championship in this league. The teams are ready. The fans are ready. Are you ready? This is event number 15 of the 2021 Marble Champions League. This is baseball. As you have a look at our course, a lot of the ways that you've seen many of these events go that involve different courts or fields that they're being played on. They'll go through a course, a typical marble course, onto the field. There it is right there. And they'll score either 8, 10, or 5 points, or maybe none at all if they're not able to score off that fidget spinner bat. Down to straightaway center field, going to get you the most points, 10, if you can hit it straightaway center. There are the groupings on your screen, as always. A, B, C, and D. Top 2 from each group will advance. Meanwhile, the bottom 2 will sort their way out through 9th through 16th. We'll start with Group A. Top 2, Bola, Onyx, Archangels, and Flush. Big one early on. Flush right now running in 3rd. Again, it doesn't really matter how you get down, just what you score. Got a couple of 8s there from Onyx, and I believe that was Tatu Bola. Nope, that was the Archangels who picked up 8. Flush does not score. Let's have a look at the replay. Flush knocked out early, and a big blow to their hopes. There's the score easily for Onyx, and there were the Archangels just off to the right of the left field opening was Flush. They are unable to score. They are knocked out in the group stage. And now Group B becomes a very important grouping. As Oris 1 is a part of that group, they can really separate themselves. They're along with the Janitors, the Sphery Spiders, and the Snow Wolves. Well, the Janitors taking a long time to get down. That might actually work in their advantage. They'll have maybe a little bit of field to play with. There's a score. Look like 8 for the Snow Wolves. There's 8 more for the Janitors. No score from Oris 1. They're knocked out, as are the Sphery Spiders. They don't score. Oris 1 with an opportunity to take a huge lead. If they're able to score some points, advance further in today's event, they failed to do so. They really never had a chance, as you see on the replay here. I'm surprised that the Janitors were even able to score, as it looked like there just wasn't a whole lot of momentum. There it was. Wow, man, just got it to knock in the left field opening. We've seen 4 scores, all of them into the left field spot for 8 points. So that is going to make it very interesting now as we go into the final event between these top 2. Oh, by the way, could we get maybe one of the next 2? 3rd and 4th place, could they get into this as we go into Group C with the Lynx Ruffus, the Blue Jackets, Swiftblade, and the Savage Jackal? They're one of them. That was a score, I believe, from Swiftblade. There's another score. I believe that was 10. Yep, Lynx Ruffus picked up 10. Swiftblade picks up an 8. Savage Jackal picked up 8, but they're eliminated off the timed tiebreaker. And the Blue Jackets unable to score. There's the 8 that's going to get Swiftblade in. There's the 10 to straightaway center for Lynx Ruffus. Blue Jackets didn't score. And there were the 8 points, but it was too late at that point based on the tiebreaker for Savage Jackal. They're eliminated and will not advance into the semifinal. Into Group D, the Vikings, Speedy Hunters, Steel Brothers, and Trojans. Did the Steel Brothers make a late gasp attempt at this? Looking for a score. I don't think we've gotten one yet. There was one. 5 points for the Trojans. They advance, as do the Speedy Hunters, and that's because they were the first team down. With a time of 7.783 over the 7.910 of the Steel Brothers. They're eliminated, as are the Vikings. So they can't do anything about it. Maybe the Janitors could have a chance to try to get a little bit closer in this one, but a very interesting group stage knocks out a lot of big-name competitors as we move into the semifinals. Off they go, the Archangels, Onyx, Janitors, and Snow Wolves. This one down to the Janitors. There's 8 points. There's a 10. Gonna need some big scores. Instead, no score from the Archangels or Onyx. Snow Wolves put up 10. They get the win in the semifinal. And the transfer spot goes to the Janitors. So the Janitors got down in a hurry. They scored quickly. And wow, look at that. A ricochet off of Onyx puts in the 10 points for the Snow Wolves. That is huge and a killer for the Onyx as they will be eliminated in the semifinal round. It moves the Snow Wolves and Janitors into the finale. Semifinal B now. See what happens. First one down is going to be the Trojans. First score, looking for it. There's 8 points, and that's going to be it. Quickly, no one else scores, and the Trojans, by virtue of being the first to hit the field, they are advancing into the finale. Swiftblade scores the 8 points. Wow, look at that. That was in and out for 5 points for Swiftblade. Then they knocked it into left field for 8. So they scored twice, kind of, as they couldn't quite hold on to those 5 points down the right field line. Picked up 8 instead. Either way, any score was going to do it for them. And the Trojans were the first to hit the course, so they're able to advance as well based on the time tiebreaker. As we get to our finale. Going to try to shake it up here as we get late into the season. Just one more event after today. We'll see where everybody shakes out with that group staging as far as where they're placed, 9th through 16th. Will fit somewhere in there, but first we've got a champion to determine. Swiftblade, the Janitors, Snow Wolves, and Trojans. First one down is going to be Swiftblade. What late get for the Trojans there, as the Trojans picked up 8, as did the Janitors. The Janitors, as we'll see on the replay, win the gold with 8 points to left field. Let's have a look at it. First one down was Swiftblade, but they didn't score. Where's the game winner? There it is, perfectly done off the left field foul area, off the corner of this field, perfectly placed. And actually, for that matter, the Trojans did the exact same thing. The problem is they did it 1.7 seconds later, and so they'll take home the silver. The bronze goes to Swiftblade based on the time tiebreaker, and the Trojans come away without a medal in 4th place. Congratulations to the Janitors. You can see their cheering section loving it here as they get the win. And we'll look at the event results for today. The full results, which will give us a little bit more clarity of what we're going to look at coming in. 4-point lead when we began the event. As it pops up, Oris 1 picked up 2 points. Flush picked up 3 points. They gain only 1 point. But it's a 3-point game going into the final week of the season, so this is going to be very, very close. The Janitors win it over the Trojans, Swiftblade, Snow Wolves, and Lynx Rufus, the top 5 from today's overall standings. And now we're going to move into the total season standings. Here we go with one more to go. It's a 3-point lead. The Snow Wolves, with a big week, move within 4 points. It's a 3-team race for the championship. Oris 1 at 154, Flush at 151, the Snow Wolves at 150. It is tight as we go into event number 16, the final week of the season. And these teams certainly going to have some thinking to do. Congratulations to Swiftblade. They will take home 3rd place. The Trojans take home 2nd, but today everybody aspires to be the Janitors. They get the win in baseball here in today's event. Going to make them feel a little bit better about what's been an up and down season for them, and it is certainly going to be a very interesting final event of the season. The 2021 Marble Champions League going to come down right to it. 3 teams, 1 champion. You'll have to stay tuned next time to find out who's going to win it. Until next time, I'm Keanu Bittersky, and you've been watching a presentation of Marble Fubeca.